Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Invasion stream, week 24, day 7. So today, while we're not doing invasions, we have quite a few things to go over. One is we're going to be doing, finishing up the Wild Court faction, a little bit that we haven't done, and then doing level 500 Deathless and then level 500 Peer faction. In order to get that done, costs us, I believe, around 1,910 gems deep, if I'm not mistaken. So we should be able to get it from there. I don't think we're going to need another pack, but it looks like it's going to take approximately 2,000 for us to have gotten it done. So not too bad. Not as much as the Tuesday one, of course, since we have a whole extra day of, or 2 extra days of free sigils that we end up getting. Sorry that I couldn't stream last night. Still trying to fit in a lot of stuff before the little break. And yeah, just doing a lot of last minute stuff to try to get everything done. Still have a bunch of stuff I need to pre-record too. Not sure how much I'll be able to get done or how much I might need to do during, but regardless, getting that done too. And oh yeah, also one haircut was one of those things that got done during that time as well. Yeah, I did just finally get a haircut. Been meaning to for a while and just finally got around to it. But yeah, anyways, we're back now, and we have quite a few things to go over. Other than the faction, we have some spoilers. Of course, we have the normal event week spoilers, which I'll be going over in a minute. Actually, I didn't even make the window capture for yet. Let me go do that right now. But we have the event week spoilers. But more importantly, we have a 4.6 spoiler. Dun dun dun, which is next patch. Which is very, very soon. Like, so soon it could literally be tomorrow. It's very unlikely that it'd be tomorrow, but it could be. I really hope it is, because if it comes out like this week before the break, that'd be very nice and convenient for my schedule. We'll see if they actually do that. It's pretty unlikely, but you never know. But anyway, so we got new troops. So the troop that's coming out on Monday destroys a column, then explodes 2 random gems for every yellow gem destroyed, and that's at a 2 times boost ratio. So it gets to destroy quite a bit of gems that way, because you get to destroy an entire column. So you're going to be destroying those 8 gems, and then for every yellow that it ends up hitting, it'll destroy an additional 2 yellow. So for example, if you destroy a column and has 3 yellows, you'll destroy that entire column plus 6 other gems. So those are going to be an okay mana generation source. Not going to be the greatest of things. If it had empowered, I would consider this troop to actually be pretty viable. However, it does not have empowered, so I'm not really sure what context you would ever bother using this thing in. Like, that's an okay amount of mana, but for a non-empowered option, that's not really going to get you that far, because you have to work up all 12 of his mana, and then you have to go and cast it out, which isn't going to be a exceptionally good mana generation. Like, it's really yellow dependent. At most, you're going to destroy a column plus 8 random gems, and I assume those explosions will occur not on your column, so you could kind of use it like a deep bore, where you throw it all the way to the right or all the way to the left on that column. Hope that there's a bunch of yellows in those locations and then get a bunch of explosions on the board. But why not just use a proper exploding source? You can use Mountain Crusher for 11, even Gorgolfa for 15, stuff like that. Ragnagord for 14 with half mana start. There really isn't a need to use this thing without empowered. If they would have done empowered instead of warded, would have been useful. But in its state that is right now, it's just going to be a dead content troop most likely. You might use it for the extra bit of souls or glory or whatever it gives next week. That's about it. It is a Doom week next week, and we are getting a Brown Doom. This is also the first of the new cycle of Doom weapons. Also, that looks like a chocolate book. Doesn't that book look edible? It looks like a really tasty book, even though it's rocks. It definitely looks like chocolate. Molten chocolate. But this is the new cycle of weapons that we're getting. Of course, we went through 2 different cycles of weapons, the HP useless ones and the Doom Skull insanely good ones. However, these are some new ones that we're getting. And apparently these are scatter damage, so it deals a bunch of scatter damage, obviously not one, that's based on magic, and a few other things. But it ends up dealing scatter damage, which is split damage amongst all enemies. It does +4 per tempering level, which means once you get it maxed, it'd be 40 additional damage split amongst enemies. And it creates a mix of brown gems and skulls for every brown enemy. Boost ratio on that, I believe, is 3 times? I actually don't know. We'll find out later. Yeah, I had the thing up for it. Where is the boost ratio for it? I'm not sure where it went. Well, oh well. I'm pretty sure it's around a 3 or so. But it's kind of like those other weapons where it's creating a mix of 2 different things. In this case, skulls. That's kind of interesting. Not even Doom skulls, just normal skulls. for every brown enemy, and then gives 3 magic to all allies. If the enemy has a doom, it does 5 more, and I assume that 5 more is referring to the magic, meaning 8 magic to all allies. So nothing really too special. Scatter damage in this context isn't really going to upscale. Like, nothing about that upscales. It seems like it's going to be pretty lackluster, similar to the HP buff doom weapons. So that's unfortunate. So I guess the only doom weapons that will ever be relevant are the ones that do full AoE into doom skill creation. So yeah, the rest of them will just forever be useless apparently, which is somewhat a good thing because that means everyone will just go and upgrade to doom weapons, and or you know, they specifically to doom skill creating doom weapons, and they'll have plenty of scrolls to do so since the other 2 categories do not need any. HP buff ones and the scatter ones seem to be useless. That's quite unfortunate. Other than that, this Wednesday we're going to be getting a new pet. Wednesday we have what's it called? The Golvania pet. This is the Golvania pet for Golvania Kingdom bonus. And lastly, we have a spoiler for next patch. Actually, we have Bounty Hunter. I didn't end up bringing up the Bounty Hunter troop. Hold up. We'll go do that real quick. I never did bring up the little bounty guy. We can bring him up then. Or are you the bounty guy, or are you the image? Never mind, I think that's the image. Yeah, that's not what I want. This is what I want. Get rid of that. Put that in there. There we go. Move it over. Zoom in. Zoom in. And this is the bounty troop that we're getting. The Werewolf. It explodes a gem, creates 4 red, boosted by skulls destroyed at a 3x boost ratio. It has obviously Bounty Hunter bonus, has Packmaster, which is 25% chance to summon a dire wolf on death, which is another troop already has that trait as well. And it has armor reduction of 25%. So that will be a pretty decent bounty troop, and you could use it to spawn a bunch of reds for Yagway or whatever other purpose you want to do it for. And it does it based on skull destroyed, so if you end up destroying 2 skulls, it's going to be a 10 gem spawn, which definitely isn't that bad for Bounty Hunter. It can get even more than that if you happen to explode even more off the single explosion. So it also has some board control option. But yeah, in the context of Bounty Hunter, this should be a pretty good option. Obviously, outside of Bounty Hunter, I'm pretty sure you're never going to bother touching this troop. But in the context of Bounty Hunter, it's definitely not that bad. Everything about it actually synergizes pretty decently within the game mode. So yeah, we'll see how that pans out. But it's going to be pretty similar to all the bounty hunters. Almost every single bounty hunter is near identical for the most part. They all have like the same general premise to them as far as, you know, how they're set up and everything. Anyways, I didn't even say hello to everyone yet. And then let's go over 4.6 spoilers. Mostly just the image, nothing else, unfortunately. Though we are going to know a lot more tomorrow night, which I'll be able to share on Tuesday. But anyways, hello Supplement, hello John, hello Drock, hello Y Romeo. Hello, hello, wait, we have 2 Romeos here? Wait, never mind, that's the same Romeo. Oh, that was 2 different Romeos. Hello, Mr. Jesse, hello, William, hello, Humberto. That where I really mispronounced that. Hello, William. What happened last night? Oh, I just had something I needed to do this morning. I changed the timer. I should have put it within a title that it said it was canceled. I kind of just assumed that the timer being on the following day would have kind of inferred that. But I probably should have put it in the title because I think some people might have thought that I just accidentally made it on the following day because it still said at 8 p.m. But it said 8 p.m. the following day. But my bad there. But yeah, I just had to go to bed early just to wake up for something today. Just so I was well rested. Let's see. Hello, William. Hello, David. Hello, Corn. Hello, Jason. Hello, William. Hello, Candy. Hello, Jerlin. Hello, Gustavo. Hello, Original. Hello, Analyst. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Run Switch. Let's see. Or runs with scissors or scissors. I'm not sure how you say that last part. Unless that's 2 words. Hello, Chad. Hello, Drock. Hello, Steve. I actually said hi, Drock. And hello, everyone else. Welcome. What was the website where they say... Oh, oops. I just realized I still have the spoiler thingy up. Oh, never mind. Duh, because we're going to be showing the other thing. That's why we still have it up. What was the website where they say when old troops appear in chests? I actually do not know where the link for that is. I I do not currently have the link available. There's a link somewheres. If you ask around, you could probably get someone to mention that. But I am not aware off the top of my head. I don't think I have it bookmarked at the moment. I used to. I'm not sure if I unbookmarked it for whatever reason. But that page does exist. Where it is, I do not know off the top of my head. Good bounty troop. He works with Mang. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty decent bounty troop. You can end up using it with Mang, Yagway, or... I don't think you'd bother with it with Pharaohhound, but I guess you could. With the red-purple into Yagway. Obviously, you'd use it with Yagway. I don't think you would need both Pharaohhound and Yagway, though. I mean, I don't think you would need both Pharaohhound and the Wolf, though. Does Terran's World actually have it? I just swore Terran's World didn't have that source. He's not talking about, like, when the next troops come in. He's talking about the old troops. So Terran's World might have a feature for that these days. But anyways, the main thing I want to go show is the 4.6 spoilers. So I guess that's big enough to see. So, I don't know, is that big enough to see? I guess I'll zoom in a little bit, because most of that's just, so yeah, I'm trying to get it a little bit more centered. That'll work. Do that, then zoom down slightly. Right, that'll fit it in. It'll work. Get it just right. Kind of. There we go. So, 4.6 sneak peek, and the only one we'll probably get prior to them spoiling everything tomorrow night. And that is the Explorer rework. So, one of the biggest things coming in next patch is the entirety of Explorer is completely being overhauled for a very, very new feature. Given that someone got spoiled on the forum, I'm probably going to mention slightly more than I normally do for something like this. So I'm pretty much going to explain everything that's on screen right here, since we can't actually show the patch, unfortunately. However, I can show this image, and since it kind of got spoiled on the forum, I can mention a little bit more than I normally do. So, earn exciting new rewards in our reworked Explore mode. So as you can see here, there are now 5 different things within this Explore. All are centered around the exact same thing, which is how you now normally do Explore. So basically, how Explorers go down now is you choose a difficulty. The difficulty will give you a bunch of additional resources, including extra gold, extra myth stones, and tokens. And of course, the higher you go in difficulty, the more difficult your opponents will be, obviously, as far as their level. And they get really, really, really high. However, you can also play them very, very, very low. But you ended up choosing your difficulty with how many points you'll end up wanting to do for it. Then you do Explore battles. These are basically like normal Explore battles. However, their trait stone rate is ever so slightly reduced as far as the higher rarity trait stones. But after that, you then end up getting your shards, your myth stones, however many that would be. So you're getting whatever your gold multiplier is. So you'd still be getting the normal amount of gold and then whatever the multiplier is. So right here, 3.5. So normally you'd get like, what, around 500 gold, and 3.5 is going to be almost 2,000 gold between all your extra gold bonuses and everything. So you'd be able to get that per battle that you end up doing it, making it almost the equivalent of PvP at this point. And it's going to be easier than PvP. So it's going to be a really, really big farming method as far as everything. Because you can play the difficulties very, very low and do them for soul farming, or you could do it very, very high and do it for the token farming as well as for the gold farming. So it could be a nice replacement for PvP. PvP still overall better gold per hour, if I'm not mistaken, assuming that you don't do too slow of a battle. However, it's a great alternative if you don't want to deal with PvP, if nothing else. Anyways, you do 4 Explore battles. Those 4 Explore battles are the exact same as you would normally do with Explore battles, with one really key exception that is actually really, really good. Explore battles do not have any troop above Legend from now on. So every single one of these Explore battles will only have epic troops and below. Nothing in any of these Explorers will ever have Legends or Mythics in them from now on. This will drastically make Explore a lot easier, particularly at lower difficulty levels if you're farming them for, let's say, Dragon Soul soul farming with Dragon Soul, Double Fairish Ra, and Umbra Wolf, because, well, you're just never going to get Legends and Mythics. Like, you know, when we'd get those really annoying 50% spell reduction Mythics and stuff like that, well, Explorer's no longer going to have that anymore. You can infinitely farm Explore and never have to deal with anything above Legend if you so choose. But yeah, Explorers will no longer have anything above Epic. As far as what you have to fight enemy-wise. However, the trait stone rarity rate is slightly lower, but there's a reason for why it is a little bit lower, and that is the mini boss. The mini boss will always have a legend. It is a legend specifically from the kingdom. So let's say we are in, what is this right here? Kedar? I believe this is Kedar backgrounds. So let's just say this is Kedar. So the legend that you might fight in this mini boss battle is Keeper of Souls with a bunch of other stuff from the kingdom. And once you kill out the mini boss, if I'm not mistaken, this was the battle that has the guarantee arcane trait stone on it. I forget if it was this battle or the boss chest. Why do I feel like it was this battle? Actually, completely forgot off the top of my head. But if I'm not mistaken, the mini boss actually has a guarantee arcane. Was it this one? Why do I feel like it's not all of a sudden? I know for sure the boss chest does. Why do I'm not really sure if the mini boss is. I think the mini boss might just be higher rarity of trait stones, and then the boss chest is guaranteed. I actually can't remember off the top of my head. My bad. But we'll know more info on that very soon. But I need to go test it again real quick later. But I actually forget right off the top of my head. I guess because it's been like a week since I played the beta. But regardless, the mini boss battle, it'll always have a legend. And the other really noteworthy thing about it is it has Myth Stones. Myth Stones is a new resource. It's these little shard thingies. Every 100 Myth Stones allows you to take on a mythic boss. And mythic bosses will give you tokens. And I'm guaranteed 100% for sure that one gives the guarantee arcane. Not sure on the mini boss, but I know for sure the mystic boss definitely does every single time you kill it. Mythic bosses, it depends what kind of difficulty you're doing on how often you'll be able to fight it. If you're doing it for something like soul farming and you're doing it all the way on level 1 difficulty, you're going to have to play like 50 explorers before you can bother taking out a boss battle. However, if you're playing on some of the higher difficulties, I believe the highest 2 difficulties would allow you to, possibly even the highest 3, would allow you to fight the boss every other battle. So you do 4 explore battles, you don't fight a boss. You do another 4 explore battles, and then you do fight a boss. So almost like arena as far as how many battles. Basically like every 8 battles, and then you get to fight a boss. Or technically, I guess it would be 10 battles, because 4 explore mini boss, 4 explore mini boss, and then the boss chest with the mythic boss battle. But yeah, at the higher difficulties, every 2 sets of these explore things, you'll be able to go and do a boss chest or fight a mythic battle. These mythic battles will have a guaranteed mythic on it from the kingdom. So for example, this is Kedar, so the guaranteed mythic could be something like Fair as your opponent. But after you complete out the mythic boss, fighting this battle takes 100 of those little shard thingies. You're generally going to want to use them on higher difficulties, because higher difficulties means more tokens. And assuming you win this battle, which generally you'd be able to, you would end up getting a bunch of tokens from the boss chest, as well as a guarantee arcane trait stone from the kingdom. So in this case, it would be a blue-purple from Kedar. So 100% chance for the arcane trait stone, which will definitely make it a lot easier. Okay, it's definitely the boss chests only that have it. I'm pretty sure the mini boss doesn't, because that'd be way too many. But I know for sure, 100%, this boss chest has at least a 1 arcane guarantee from the kingdom. And you'd be able to farm those pretty quick later in the game. Later in the game, you'd be able to farm arcanes pretty consistently once every, like, 10 minutes at most. Probably even quicker than that, probably even closer to 5 minutes. You could end up getting a arcane trait stone 100% guarantee without any chances to it. So, ends up making it really convenient to farm arcanes, since, well, guarantee chance, 100%. A lot easier than it normally would be from a consistency perspective. I believe the overall drop rate is slightly higher. However, the earlier battles do have a slightly lower drop rate from what they mentioned. It wasn't that much of a tweak, though. But anyways, tokens. So we end up getting these tokens, and that's what's used for the little top area that was showed that Salty ends up kind of sneaking at one point on accident. And basically, these tokens are used to create medals and badges. And these medals and badges give you various bonuses that you can use to apply to all of your battles. So things like HP, attack, magic, cleanse every turn, stuff like that. It has a few various benefits. There's one of each rarity: common, rare, ultra rare, epic, legendary, and mythic. And they all have different effects, with the mythic one being gain extra magic, and the common one being gain extra armor, if I'm not mistaken, and a few other things in between. Other than that, I probably shouldn't mention the other thing yet, because it hasn't really been mentioned too much publicly. What else can I really mention that this screenshot says? There's still more to this patch, but I don't want to say too much, though. But I believe that's pretty much everything in explaining this. But yeah, this is going to be the new farming method. This is infinite farming. You're gonna want to like almost spend all your time in Explore, starting next patch. Just because you can use it now for soul farming really well. You can use it for gold farming, and this is the only way to gain medals is by doing Explore. They'll likely have purchases for it, but not counting money. The only way you're going to be able to get a bunch of medals which are used for a lot of various things. One of them is for those little upgrades. However, the other thing was not mentioned publicly, I don't think yet, so I don't want to mention it yet. Well, you'll find out about it tomorrow and Tuesday when I go over it. Basalti will be going over it Monday night. But anyways, but yeah, there's another feature that uses them. But the only way to get these medals is by doing Explore and spamming Explore a lot. Because tokens, what you do is you upgrade 3 tokens to become a badge, and then you use 3 badges to become a medal, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was the terminology for them. So you're going to need 9 tokens of a certain type in order to create a medal. And those medals will be used for various bonuses that apply just across all your battles, and it will be used for one other feature that we'll talk about later. Oh, was it mentioned in the spoiler thread? I guess I'll mention it then. Okay. But yeah, it's used to upgrade troops. They're basically adding another ascension to all troops without actually adding another ascension to all troops. And basically, you'll be able to use medals to upgrade troops to gain slightly more stats. It's not exactly like increasing their level, but it's basically the effect of increasing their levels. And the reason I said it would be a soul sink is because I believe it costs 10,000 souls per upgrade, making every single troop in the game go from requiring an average of about 7,000 souls or so up to about 37 souls, if I'm not mistaken, or somewhere around there. So it's a pretty substantial increase to the amount of overall souls needed. Though it'll be a great soul sink for people that have way more souls than they ever know what to do with. That's for sure. But yeah, it's going to make troops stronger. And it's based on their typing. That one typing that's completely useless, it's actually going to have a slight purpose. Because whatever that thing is, it's going to depend on what stats they get. For example, something that's considered a defender would end up getting something like HP and armor, whereas something like a striker would end up getting attack and magic most likely. So that's going to be a thing next patch. I'm not sure if they're going to release it with a list. I believe it shows you what you'll get upgraded prior to actually upgrading them though. I hope they updated the interface some. It was a little bit weird during the beta, but I'm pretty sure they updated it some to make it a little bit clearer for people to understand. But that is most of that. Still a few things I didn't mention, but it's a good bulk of it. But yeah, that's obviously the biggest new feature of next patch. And it's also where you're going to be doing all your farming from now on, forever. No, just kidding. No, but you do generally want to do a lot of farming. If nothing else, it does make Explore a lot more fun. I can 100% confirm this makes Explore more fun. Because before, Explore would be a lot of the exact same. Now it has, it's a lot more rewarding and a lot more variety. Also, keep in mind, gnomes will still appear over top of these. So you're still going to be able to farm gnomes while doing these. So for example, Vault event in 2 weeks from now? I believe it's 2 weeks from now. Not this weekend, but the following weekend. I believe is a Vault event. And with that, next patch is like almost guaranteed 100% to be out by then. And you'd be able to farm it simultaneously with this. And gain a bunch of those things, get a bunch of tokens, upgrade those tokens, and end up getting a bunch of gnomes while doing so. XP 1 or 2? I believe it's 1. I believe Explorer is still maintaining a 1 XP, despite the fact that some battles are going to be longer. And the main reason for this is because you can fight these battles at a very, very low level. You can fight them, I believe, as low as level 10. And because of that, they're only going to count for 1 XP each. Otherwise, they would give way too much XP. I'm not sure if they might adjust it, so some of the higher ones will give 2. But last I recall, every single one just gives 1. Will I do honors tonight? I guess we could give out some honors tonight for some reason. I'm not sure what we'll do it based on, but we'll do it a little bit later. It's going to be quite a long stream, so we'll have time to hand it out. But anyways, I think I explained every single possible thing I can for the most part with this. Except for a few really small details that weren't mentioned anywhere yet. But that will probably be mentioned tomorrow night, in which case we can mention it on Tuesday. But yeah, next patch, very, very soon. Potentially next week soon, though it could be a little bit later than that. We have no official date yet still. But yeah, hopefully very, very, very soon. But anyways, let me go close this out. I think that's everything with it. Let me go close this. Where'd it go? Why wouldn't it let me close? There it is. Anyways, wow, that was like almost half an hour. Let me go do actual stuff now. Let's do actual gameplay. So anyways, let's go and finish out farming stealth. Of course, that's one of our main objectives right now. Is actually, let me go do the dailies first before I forget. And then we'll go do the delves. But, oh yeah, we ended up getting a bunch of light scrolls today too. Finally got some. 2 commons and a light, figures. But at least we got some deeds again. Is it infinite leveling or can you max your troops? No, you can max them. It's 3 rarities, common, rare, and or not 3 rarities. It's bronze, silver, and gold. I believe that is how they end up sectioning it out. You can upgrade them 3 times. There's the normal, which is how they are now. Then they upgraded the bronze, then the silver, then the gold. And they end up getting like a little frame thing around them as well when you end up doing that. And they end up getting stats. Like, it is visually noticeable that you have the increase on those troops. The only thing that you won't be able to see, which will be slightly annoying, however, it will show up in the stats of the troops, but I don't think there's any indication of it in battle unless they were adding one, is you cannot tell what badges and medals a person is holding. So, for example, if someone is holding a cleanse badge, you will not be able to tell if they are holding a cleanse badge. Unless they added something for that. Last I recall, there was not any way of knowing. At least with the stats, you can kind of tell. Because the stats show up on the stat page if you show like the full breakdown and wait for it to show up with all the other stats. Like, it'll show what their full medal bonus is. But if they have something like, let's say, the cleanse one, which gives a % chance that each of your individual troop on your team will cleanse per turn, which is obviously really convenient in some situations. I don't believe there's any way to actually know if the enemy is using that badge or not. They really need to do something to their interface to make it a little bit more obvious, and I don't believe they got it into next patch, which is a little bit unfortunate. But hopefully soon after, once people bring that to their attention even more, it'll actually get added. But I don't believe they did anything for that. They made several tweaks. I'm not sure that was one of them. Do I have any spots left in my guild? Yes, I still have 7 spots left in the guild. If any of you can do 1 million plus gold and do decent at the late game, guild wars, raids, invasions, all that, Tower of Doom, we have 7 spots left. Let me know. We've still been getting all the tasks done, even with 2/3 of a guild, as well as getting all of our objectives done and all the other stuff. Oops, this is not the team I meant to use against this. We might actually lose this. That'd be a fail. Oh, what do we take here? We'll go Leprechaun for now. Give us those greens. Yeah, we'll take that. Why not? Grab that, take our green. We're actually not going to have enough damage to do anything to him. Hopefully he takes skull here. Nope. That's unfortunate. That's not enough damage. Oh, yes, it is. Never mind. I lied. And let's get a few more yellow deeds. Also, keep in mind, you can use yellow deeds for Divinian Fields, too. Divinian Fields is for the most recent delve, so you can synergize those together in order to get the bonus going. Hello, Isabel. What was your question about the Patreon page? Like, I still need to completely rework that Patreon page. It is extremely dated. But yeah, what was your question about it? Let me know. I don't think I've touched that page since it was created. I've still been like chatting with some people who like chat with me through the through there, but I still need to update like all the everything, all the everythings. That page has been up for like 1.5 years, and I don't think I've ever edited it. I'll take that for now. Grab our greens. Actually, I think it's almost been up for 2 years now. I don't even remember exactly when I made it. Oh yeah, I finally got a haircut. I lost all the hair. But I'm probably going to let it grow out throughout winter again. Oh, sure, I can make you into a moderator, Isabel. There you go. You are now moderator. Yeah, you're her a lot as well. So thanks a ton, Isabel. And here we go. You're a moderator now. Or you should be. Type anything or click refresh and it should show up. Oh, there's all of our yellow deeds. There you go. I've been meaning to get like another batch of moderators too lately. Because while some of my older moderators still watch, quite a few of them don't watch as much these days. Because some of them were from like years ago. Like when I made most of my moderators, they were actually from like 2 or 3 years ago. Not all of them still watch. Quite a few of them do, but obviously not all of them. Let's see. Take that over. Sure. If Jeff and Jennifer, if you guys can do all those requirements, yeah, let me know and I can go get you in. Just post your invite code. I just copy paste yours, Jeff, so I'll go get you in a moment. So I'll get Jeff in, and yeah, Jennifer, if you can do 1 million plus gold per week, you're level 1,000 plus, and you can do you know, like game guild wars, raids, invasions, all that. Yeah, we still have some space left, so if anyone's still interested in that, let me know. We still have several spots left. Right now, about 6 or 7 slots. Hello to Krill, and yeah, it's been going pretty decent this weekend. Busy, to say the least. This entire week, rest of this week is going to be so ridiculously busy for me. But then I finally get to relax. Also, keep in mind, this Friday's the last stream we're doing for almost this entire month. Because I won't be streaming again until around the 28th or so. This Friday will be the last one prior to that. Change my key team's banner? What am I currently using with it? I actually didn't double check which one I'm using with it right now. I should be using +2 red, +1 brown, -1 yellow. Or -1 purple, whatever it is. But it should be +2 red, +1 brown. And if that's our banner, that's the correct banner. If it's anything that isn't that, it's the incorrect banner. I'll go double check. I'm pretty sure I'm using the right one. But it's going so quick that I can't even tell if we're using the right one or wrong one. I assume it is, given how smoothly it's running right now. Yeah, our banner should be +2 red, +1 brown, -1 purple. Go grab our diamonds. Grab that. Let me see, what team or what banner are we using with this thing? Oh! Oh no, I'm using the right one. That's right. +2 red, +1 brown. But anyways, let me go invite a bunch of people. Let's see. Oh, my bad, Drock. I can do it for you too. Might as well. You're here pretty often. Because generally I need moderators to be here a lot, obviously. As it's more helpful if we have a few moderators that are always here. Or not like literally always here, but you know, here pretty often. But there you go. Anyways, let me go get the other 2 people in. And if anyone else was still interested, we still have 20 or 5 spots left. Now that we have 25. So let me know. Go recruit you too. Invites. Boom, boom. Could be the right one. It says you don't exist. Did I add an extra space? Are any of your letters capitalized? Because it says you do not exist. Also, are you on the PC mobile version? Because this will only work if you're on the PC mobile version. Yeah, I guess retype it. Unless I did something wrong, that does not exist. But let me go get Jennifer in. But yeah, who was that? What was YouTube name attached to that? Not Jennifer. Where's the other one? But yeah, Jeff. If you could retype your thing. I'm not sure if any of them were capitalized or maybe it was 1 letter off. But yeah, it didn't work. Also, you have to be on PC mobile version. Otherwise, it's impossible for me to invite you. But there we go. Welcome to the guild, Jen. The invite in there. Oh, all the letters are capped? Okay. Let me go get that again and just retype it in capped. So that might be why. Is literally all of it capped? Okay, let me go recruit this again. Just make sure it went through. Okay, let me go check this again. So literally all this is capped. Let's see. Gonna take a lot of retyping then. I'll do it a few letters at a time, just make sure I don't miss any. I assume those are L's. Did I do something wrong? Let me double check. Where was your thing? Did I accidentally skip a letter? Pelly? I assume those are L's. Oh no, is anything not capitalized? No E? Oh, Chappelle. Okay. Or maybe that's why it wasn't working in the first place. There we go. There we go. There we go. Welcome to the guild as well. And now we need 5 more people. We're almost there. Come and get them all you can, because once we get full, it's going to be a while before we have spots open again. But yeah, we still need 5 more people. And hopefully we'll have that by next guild war. We definitely should. Hopefully we'll get it within the next week or so. Because I'm actually going to be gone by the time next guild war rolls around. I'll be coming back, I believe, the tail end of the week, so we'll still be able to stream all of the guild wars just all in one day. But anyways, now that we got all that out of the way, a billion things, 40 minutes in, let's go start factions now. One of the main things I wanted to do this stream, and barely even started it. Go do that right now. And new Tacet guildmates and moderators. Forgetting all the things. Hello, Brickarick. You have a small question. What is the difference between the two? And what is the best between Ketris the Bull and Gargoyle? The biggest difference is that Ketris the Bull boost ratio is based on multiple stats, whereas Gargoyle just boosts based on attack. The biggest difference is that Ketris the Bull can upscale quite a bit better, just because it scales based on a lot more stats relative to Gargoyle. The overall will end up getting way more damage and a lot of different ways that you can do damage. Instead of just attack, you can do it based on HP and armor. Some other slight differences is Ketris the Bull can lose its durability or its damage by taking damage, whereas Gargoyle will not lose any damage by taking damage. If anything, it even has a tankier capabilities, given that it has 50% score reduction and 25% spell reduction. The biggest difference, and why you would have any difference between ever using one compared to the other, is Gargoyle has board clear, which allows it to 2 explosions, which allows it to accumulate mana and potentially extra turn, whereas a Ketris will always end its turn. While Ketris generally has better damage than a Gargoyle has mana accumulation and potential extra turn chance. So generally you run Gargoyle at lower level ranges and mid-level ranges, and you run Ketris at higher level ranges with things that upscale, like Yasmin's Pride, Earth's Fury, really anything that can give you a bunch of attack, HP, or armor based on the enemy stats. Tends to work out better with Ketris compared to Gargoyle. However, Gargoyle, when doing shorter battles, is actually a better option than Ketris, is the main difference to take away from that. Yeah, you can use Gargoyle with Iron Gut if you use an attack buff for both of them. Both of them gain a very big benefit from having higher attack. Because Iron Gut gets 100% Devour rates, and Gargoyle gets higher damage. Not to mention every Devour you do with Iron Gut increases your Gargoyle's damage. Oh, you finally got the Steam Pet. Nice. I'm considering eventually getting them if they ever go on a sale. I probably wouldn't bother going for it until they go like 50% off or something, because they're really not that needed. Though I'd probably wield it a lot if I ever did get it, as it's one of the most unobtained pets in the entire game, just because it's money locked. Let's see, we'll go explode it. Of course it's cosmetic though, so there's technically no need to ever get it, just for completionist purposes other than that. Yep, no problem. And if anyone else has any other questions, let me know. We'll go over them all. Because I had a lot of people mentioning this week that Tesla is better than this team. I should probably go test Tesla. I don't know, in my experience in the past, Tesla, while decent for delves, isn't the greatest of options. I know I ran Tesla a lot when delves first came out, but I felt like a lot of options became better than it, personally. A lot of people have been mentioning to me that Tesla is better this week. From my experience, I personally disagree. However, I haven't actually tried it this week, so I might give it a shot next delve. I'm just concerned it might lose. This team is too slow. How is this slow? Winning in under a minute. And it's safely winning in under a minute. Is Staff of Madness any good? Of the $5 exclusive weapons, it's one of the best $5 weapons, if not the absolute best. However, it's still a useless weapon. It being the best $5 weapon doesn't mean it's actually good. It's just the best of them. Tesla teams win on every turn 4. Well, we'll go try it next delve then. What is the team? I know it uses the Urskia's shield. Double Tesla. What do you run for your 4th slot? Just a Leprechaun? I guess you could probably put a converter in for instant mana on it too. I'm pretty sure people just use Leprechaun for the consistency. So there are several different mana generators we could put there. Champion Guard. Holy Stain Astra. Yeah, Holy Stain Astra would make a little bit more sense. Because I don't think you would need the extra stats at that point. You mostly just need the mana to get it rolling. But yeah, Holy Stain Astra would help get it rolling quite a bit. With a half mana start. It wouldn't half mana start a hero, but we just use Titan for that. There we go. Have I tried King Gobtruffle team with Megavore? No. In Assassin class, I have not tried it with that combo. Does the Assassin's trait stack? Yes. If you trigger both an extra turn and Assassin's 10% on Skull, they do stack. You'll get a double kill. You can actually get a triple kill, because that also stacks with the 7% instant kill. So you could actually quad kill off of that if you got ultra lucky. The percent chance for that is a ridiculously small decimal. But you could theoretically take a single 4-time Skull and instantly win a battle. The chance of that is around 0.000 something % chance. But it's possible to take a 4 times, instant kill off a Megavore, which triggers a 7% chance to instant kill off the trait, and then 10% off the assassin trait, that then triggers another 7% off the other trait. Which means with one single 4-time Skull, you could win an entire battle instantly. However, the chance of it happening is so ridiculously rare that it would almost never happen. Even though it is technically possible. But yes, they do stack. All those instances stack. The 7% kill, the 10% kill, and the 8% kill off of Megavore. Okay, let's go test... I'm actually gonna make a team for it just so I can copy paste it in. Let's see. So this is our normal one, right? Now, where's our good Warren Delve team? Okay, well, let me go paste it from it directly then. Games, fights, manage, copy. Go to our normal teams now. Troops. I'll put it over top of you. Paste. Okay, let me go try it over here. So we need Tesla, Hoistain Astra, And shield. Okay, and that will give us a bunch of armor off of a single cast off it. And then we'll go and I just need to change class now. So we just need Titan. I believe we have it to mana accumulation. If not, we need to set it to that. Don't need the elemental bonus anymore, and there we go. Okay. Oh, banner. Banner. I guess a +2 brown, +1 into Tesla. So what's a good minus purple for that? I believe that's a +2 brown, +1 blue, -1 purple. There we go. Okay, let's go do this and see what happens. Oh, I need to go copy it. Not the right one. Okay, let's see what this does. Let's give this a shot, see if it's actually quicker. Okay, so game plan is basically cast this onto anything on our team, probably our first slot then, or whatever's closest to death. And just go from there. Alright, sounds like a plan. Also, I should probably run +2 red, +1 brown now that I think about it. I thought this was a 15 mana cost, not 14. Whoops. I actually need to change my banner then. Let's see, people say it wins on turn 4. I don't think that would have, even if he was damaged. Oh, because I didn't throw the boost down. Aha, that's why. Oh yeah, that would win on turn 4, wouldn't it? Actually would. I'll take that over. You actually give direct mana? No. You just give enchant. Which in this particular instance is not helpful to us. He does not want to die. Oh, so far it's slower, but that's just because this thing's barrier spamming us like crazy. There we go, now he's dead. Hello, James! Welcome! Let's see how it does without any barrier. Let's go shield into... Oh, I forgot. Never mind, I can't change banner. We need to wait till the next stove before we can change banner. So we take a red, we throw shield, and then we double cast. That's match. Can it double cast? No. What am I missing? It doesn't double cast. People are saying it wins on turn 4. But it's not doing enough damage. Yeah, there we go. Because that'd be turn 4. You take mana on turn 1. Then you throw shield on turn 2. Then you throw Tesla into Tesla. That'd be turn 4. But that's not killing. Yep, should have taken those browns. Not that big a deal though. Because this should kill if it turns on turn if it kills on turn 4. That's not killing. Am I missing something? I'll take that over. Is it faster? It wins in less turns. I'm not sure if its actual speed is quicker though. We could go time it back to back. Let's do Truffle Team next. Time how long it takes us to do the delve. And then do Tesla Team. And check how long it does to take the delve. Also, I need to make sure I change the banner correctly for the Tesla Team. This might be quicker. It's definitely less turns, but less turns doesn't mean quicker. Automatically. Maybe if I give it the other buff? I gave it both buffs this time. Is that enough to kill? No, that's not even enough to kill. I'm not sure where people are getting 4 turns from. Because I'm doing like the absolute bare, like the lowest possible turns we could do when we do that setup, and it's still not getting it. It's doing like a 6 turn or 7 turn for its quickest win. Because you need 3 Tesla casts. At least for the higher levels anyways. Anyways, let's go time both of them and see what it comes out to. So let me make sure I change Titan to the right class. So 2 things I need to go do real quick. Let me change this to the right banner. Change the other one to the right class since we have to switch it out. Well, it's the same class, different traits. So you need a different banner. You actually need the +2 red, +1 brown banner. Go right there, meteor banner. Okay, so that fixed that. Other thing we need to go do, move this over, and now let's go switch Titan to the right one and go get it on copy paste. And time how long it takes. Where's my right one? Warren Delves. That's not for the right one. Or that's not the right name, but it is the right team. Let me grab this. Go to games, go to this, go to fight, go to fight, go to fight, go to manage, go to manage, go to paste, go to paste, go to class, go to that, go to that. Boom. Okay, we're good to go. Okay, let's see how long this takes, and then we'll do the same thing for Tesla. And see how long it goes, and we'll do it from the first room here. Okay. Where's the little timer thingy? Timer thingy, go! Okay. So that. There are truffles rolling. There we go, 1 down. Has it last online 8 months? Has it been that long since I turned the friends list on? I'm pretty sure I have since then. It might just not have registered it. So I do generally keep Steam offline. Just to avoid talking to people. Because whenever I turn it online, a bunch of people try messaging me. Which is definitely why I need to have it off on stream. Otherwise get spammed with a bunch of messages. I still feel like Truffles is quicker. I don't understand what about this is slow. Maybe if you don't have a lot of potions, the other one's quicker. But potion effects, this thing is super quick. Well, we'll see how it comes out compared to Tesla. Maybe Tesla is quicker and it just doesn't feel as quick. Even though it is quicker. I guess this team just feels quick because you're moving so much board so quickly. Which gives it a fake sense of quickness. Because a lot is happening, but you're doing it slowly. Like the actual win of the battle. There's definitely a lot going on. In a very quick manner. But if that's actually quicker is questionable. Looks like it'll be about 3.5 minutes for completion. We'll see how Tesla does. You think Tesla's quicker if you have potions? I thought it would be the other way around, where Tesla would be quicker if you didn't have potions. Because Tesla doesn't gain much of a benefit from potions, whereas Gob Truffle definitely does. Like, she does gain a benefit from it, but not as much as Gob Truffle does. Gob Truffle gains 28 damage per potion. He gains about... what's 7 plus 14? 21. So she gains 7 less effectiveness per potion compared to a Gob Truffle. She gains 21 damage. This gains 28 damage, assuming the entire team is alive. Alright, so it looks like we're going to finish under 4 minutes. Specifically at around a 3:30. Yep, there we go. 3:30. Let's see if Tesla's quicker than that. Yeah, pretty much a 3:33. Claim our little loot thingy. Okay, let's go give it a shot, see what happens. So let's go and use the Tesla team now. And see how this goes. Troops. I believe I switched the banners to the right banner. Let's see. Grab this, grab this, grab that, grab that. Go to games, go to that, go to fight, go to this, go to fight, go to this, go to talent tree, go to that, go to class. There's so many screens you have to go through to get to this. Go to that. There we go. Now everything is fixed. We're good to go. Okay, let's go start timer. Oh, did I just use the same team again? Fail. Did I forget to paste the team? I did everything except for remember to paste the team. And now this team's gonna go slower because I don't have the elemental thing on. Whoops. Oh well, I guess we're playing another one with this. Not gonna bother timing it again. Oh, now we gotta do it without the trait, which makes it go even slower. Not by much, but it will get around like 20 to 30 less damage now. In the course of the battle. Means we have to do one whole additional cast, probably, of Gop Truffle. Do it the same thing that just having to would have done. Okay, let's not forget to paste the team this time. Go to the next section. How many times did I buy the last tier? I believe we're at 4 buys of the last tier, if I'm not mistaken. 28 stats to everything. There we go. And 2 more. Look at my Steam messages. I probably have 1 billion Steam messages right now. Last I checked, I have 437 Steam mail. And I'm pretty sure 1/4 of them are messages. Oh, what was your invite? Wait, what? Invite for what? Oh, you mean for adding? I do need to go through it later. Main reason I haven't is just because Steam has a limited friends list. I need to go through like all the older ones, clear it out, and make room for other people's. Oh, you can't send me a Steam pet otherwise. But yeah, I will be sorting through it soon. And thanks for that, Isabel. You do end up doing that. But I'll probably do that later tonight. Sorting through it just to make sure that I get all the older people. Because I know there's several people Gems of War related that have been trying to add me. People add me for so many different reasons though. But most of the names I'd be able to recognize. Because most of you have a similar Steam name. Compared to what you use on YouTube. Do it while the stream is running now. It's gonna take like 30 minutes to sort through all that, if not more. I still have a lot of other things we need to get done this stream. I'll take the other one down. No, I don't really use Steam specifically for much anyway, anything these days. Like, Gems of War is about the only thing I really use Steam for these days. I won't remove you from the list. I'm mostly just removing the people that are inactive for like months. So I have no clue who they are. Because I used to use this account for trading a bunch, which is one of the reasons why my friends list is so big. I'm pretty sure half my list is still people who I traded with in the past for profit. Mostly Dota 2 stuff. And many of the times I just forgot to unadd them. Anyways, let me remember to use Tesla this time so we can actually go time how long it takes. We have to try beating 333. Manage team, paste team. No, I didn't mean to copy it. I hate when I do that. Do any of you guys ever do that? You want to go paste a team into a slot. You go and copy a team. You then go to paste that team into a different slot. But instead of clicking paste, you accidentally click copy again. Then you need to go all the way back to your other team. Go and click copy on it again. And then not accidentally click copy again when you go and try pasting it. I hate when I do that. Where I copy a team, I'll go to put it in, and then I'll copy the other team, making me have to go all the way back to where I was. Also, I still haven't claimed these last 2 rewards for whatever reason. Grab those 2 orbs. Orange orb, the other one not so good. But let me go and do this. Make sure to actually paste it and not copy it. There we go. And I believe our trait is already correct. Yes. Okay. Good to go. See how long it takes. Start up the little timer thing. And should be good to go. I'll take that for now. I need to get the thing first, the browns. We'll do that before we cast any. Do that on self. Get a Tesla, and we'll just go to triple Tesla method. 1 Tesla, 2 Tesla. Okay, that one actually did the 4 turn. That time at 4 turns. I think only the weaker battles get 4 turns. If you're not 4 turning, I don't think it's worth it. If you can get 4 turn, it's definitely worth it for the speed. But if it's not getting 4 turn, I don't think it's worth it. And then 2 turns, and then 1 turn, and dead. Oh, so far it does seem to be quicker. Gonna do like a 2-minute 30-second. Maybe like a minute quicker. And that's why we have the immunity on our hero class. Or never mind, he still had bless. That is also helpful. Grab full mana, let him poke us. Get our Tesla. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be about a minute quicker, or 45 seconds quicker. I guess we'll use it the rest of the time. Not too big of a difference though. But it is a difference. Yep, there we go. And that's pretty much a minute quicker. Because that did about 233 and the other one did 333. But yeah, let's keep going with that then. Do we reach the final one? I still feel like I'll use Truffle for Deathless though, because it seems like a safer Deathless option. But this one's pretty safe too once you get the first shield down. This should be able to kill. I think this is the only one we can actually kill in one shot. Latent delves. Or, you know, one shot as in double cast. Oh no, actually wasn't enough this time. He lives with 1 HP. What a fail. Also, I don't need that timer now. Go close it out. Why is it not closing? There we go. Oh, I took that thing and it would kill. Duh. That's not true damage. Yeah, it's like 10 to 15 seconds slower per battle if it can't actually 4-turn. Only at the earlier delves can it 4-turn. I just realized we're out of battles unless we find Valraven right here. Oh no! We need another pack! Dun dun dun. I believe that brings us to 2,110 gems spent. That's fine. Oh yeah, normally if I'm going through the friends list, I normally look at based on games played and when last on. It's normally the quickest way to tell, especially if it shows Dota 2 as their most played game. Oh no, if this doesn't give a Valraven, we gotta spend gems. I know we gotta spend gems. Not that big a deal though. Feel likely we're gonna need to anyways. You are not enchanted, so you can't cast yet. Oops, I tried doing that to enchanted too. I forgot it's only humans. And hero's not set to human right now. No, we could. Well, we're out of sigils, but we'll buy another pack. 200 gems is basically nothing to us. It does bring the cost of the event, I believe, to 2,110 gems. And we'll get like, I'm not even sure if we're gonna get any amount of it back. Not sure if we'll make leaderboard with what we did. There's a good chance we actually won't. Find out in a moment. Well, that was a 5-turn. Let's see, can we 5-turn again? Be 5-turn if so. Nope. Yeah, 4-turn definitely only works at lower level delves. It is Razor Armor and Banishment. Razor Armor would be good. Actually, Banishment would be good. Razor Armor we don't really need, though. Even though in theory we need it, because we're going to have an absurd amount of armor. I feel like the half-mana start would be our better option. Because it gets things rolling quicker. Because that's the biggest thing Urska is missing. Urska, I mean. Urska hero class. We don't get that mana. The Dispel would be useful, though. But the Razor won't be. Because even if we had that there, that would have been, let's see, 600 something, 20% of that. That's like, what, 125 extra damage? No, 150? Yeah, it's about 150. Let's say 160. On top of that, let's say 300. 300, that's 450. 450 would not have been enough to kill. 450 damage. It's a lot of damage, but it's not enough to kill them. The only way Razor Armor would be useful is if there was one troop left it would kill. But even in this instance, with that amount of buff, it wouldn't be enough. What team for Pure Faction 500? I'm going to likely be running the Tank, Legend, Mana Generator Legend. That or one of each in the exact order of Final Battle. There we go. Go do Deathless. Run Tesla for it. Might as well. I'm not going to run Truffle. Let's try something different for once. It's kind of funny because I originally started using Teslas for Dells, but at the time it was a little bit too weak because Ursca's shield didn't exist at the time. But now that it does, it definitely makes them a lot easier for Delve purposes. Especially with Holy State Astra, which really helps put this team together. Which also didn't exist at the time. Of course, she's mainly just used for the half mana start, though it does give a bunch of utilities like Cleanse and Enchant. And an armor buff, which obviously synergizes with it. She does have Cleanse, right? Oh, never mind, she doesn't have Cleanse. I always used to think she had Cleanse. Definitely should give her Cleanse. It's like another one of those support troops that it feels like it has Cleanse but doesn't. I feel like one of the biggest ones for that is Queen Aurora. It feels like Queen Aurora should have Cleanse, but she doesn't. Cleanse would be so ridiculously good on Queen Aurora. It'd be a great way to distinguish her a bit more from Possessed King. They actually gave her a Cleanse. Why does Titan matter? Because of the explosion and because of half mana start. But almost entirely because of half mana start. It has half mana start while still having barrier on brown. Which also Plague Lord would technically do as well. But that lacks mana accumulation on extra turn. But Plague Lord would still work similarly. But the most important aspects, the barrier on brown and half mana start. There we go. Little steam pup stuck in the shelter. I guess we'll go add you right now, Isabel. So I don't forget later. I don't know, maybe we'll go through a couple of them right now. Let me go up and up the big list of of things I need to add. Which I should probably go to the big list of things I need to unadd. Because I don't think I can add any more until I unadd. Unless the list got bigger somehow. Why is it taking so long to load? Maybe I'll do it. I'll probably need to do it off stream. It is just taking way too long to load on stream. Because we're streaming. Yeah, it's gonna have to wait till at least after the stream. Because it's gonna take way too long to try to do it now. So, never mind. Yeah, I'll remember to do it after the stream. And I might as well just go through the entirety of it too for everyone else as well. Because it has been a while since I've gone through it. What's the problem? The Steam list does not allow infinite friends. Is the problem. Oh, there's level 500 Deathless. That was easy. And now, for the hard part though. Doing it with Pure Faction. Alright, let me go get the Pure Faction team out. A couple different ways we could do this. I think I'm gonna go, I'll double check the Legends damage before we actually commit to it. But I think we're gonna go double Legend and ditch the Fairy Fire option. Just because the Fairy Fire option has a Hunter's Mark dependency. Which we're likely gonna have, but still could fail. What am I looking for? I am looking for Wild Court. Tank, damage, mana, damage. Do I want to use you? It's a full AoE, right? I think we just go one of each. Oh no. We have 35 additional damage. Makes it very tempting to run an AoE. But Fairy Fire would also still help it. Yeah, we can go double tank as well. I feel like we can keep our tank alive. Does the tank have immune to Hunter's Mark? No. That's a concern. Maybe we do go double tank. Float a gem, gain life and attack. But then again, this thing can solo the entire battle. Puka doesn't create, what color does Puka create? Red. That unfortunately does not feed into Wild Knight. Is the problem there. I think we stick with this and see how it goes. And banner, what is this Devil's banner? Is that the banner? I guess that's the banner. We don't have +1 for our mana accumulator though. And technically that doesn't need a +1. A +2 green, +1 yellow would work best. What banner is that? There we go, that'll work. Yeah, that Warren's banner is actually better. Okay, let's just roll with that. And obviously we don't use hero. Oh, duh, you also need to go copy it, that would help. That might help. Click on it, manage, copy. Make the thing correct, grab our mail, click all. Oh yeah, we got the pet too, let me go upgrade that. Graphics, 720. Oops, did I do the wrong one again? No, 1280 by 720 is correct. It's the by 800 that isn't correct. Anyways, what was the other thing I wanted to go do? How do we have mail already? Oh, that's funny. That is really funny. We only needed 1 level for a mastery, and getting that 1 pet actually gave us the level, so it gave us another male immediately. That is really funny. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that happen. Where obtaining a level 1 pet actually made us get another level for our pets. Like, I'm looking for upgradable. Looking for sheep. Feed it some greens. It becomes nice and strong. There we go, 2.25 bonus. There we go. It's a little bit more relevant since we're running 3 of them. That would be even more relevant if we were running 4. Alright, there we go. Let's go do pure faction now. Fight, paste. Remember to actually paste. That'd be a fail if I didn't. And there we go. Okay. Wild Knights, Wendigo, Yuka, Wendigo. +2 green, +1 yellow, -1 green. -1 blue, I mean. And there's our bonuses. Extra magic. Extra everything, actually. A little mix of everything. And that thing's helping us slightly. And yeah, we're at 7 potions right now. I mean, 5 potions. I don't think we need to change anything else. It's pure faction. Go do it, and hopefully we don't fail, because if we fail even once, we gotta go spend another 200 gems. Which might happen. If we do fail once, I think I might go double tank. I'm leaning on the hopes that we don't fail, though. So him's being spammed is probably our best bet. Trying to look for good cascades. I don't see any, though. Let's hit a bunch of greens, since it does gain a little bit of boost ratio, not much. Okay, I'll keep taking greens. Start with enchant 2, which will get everything rolling. I can go mana drain him. I'm not sure if I want to yet, though. Double check for drops. Doesn't look like any really good ones. Can get green off the sky. Let's see. Guess we'll drain his tank. That's a pretty decent amount of damage, though pretty inconsistent. I almost feel like just spamming 3 of the tank. Or even 4 of the tank. Like, what's gonna stop him? You just burst up his stats, kill him everything with Hunter's Mark. His mana definitely seems like the most important. It feels exactly like, you know what delve this feels like? This feels exactly like, I think I mentioned this a little bit earlier too. But Silver Necropolis. It has the same kind of premise where you just feed all in onto your frontline tank. And then your frontline tank carries your entire team. It is pretty much that exact premise. It's ever so slightly different. I'm gonna do this because you can't stop both skulls. Oh, there's no drop for that, so I can't get an extra turn, but I can still get a kill. And all we need is 1 skull if we could find it. There we go. Well, 1 down, 3 to go. And then we're done with the delve. Let's see, how are we on leaderboard? No, we didn't make it. Wow, leaderboard is starting to get tight. Wow. I guess they did every single room. But still, gosh. Can't even do level 500 pure faction and get a leaderboard anymore. At least not on a new delve anyways. All delves it still works out. We got a Valraven. We might not need that Valraven most likely, but it'd still be nice to have nonetheless. That's good. Oh wait, never mind. This room is really, really, really bad. I just realized. Doesn't this room give them entangle? This is probably the one room we did not want to see under the context of this delve, because he might actually just auto win off of the fact that the next two battles we have to deal with entangle, and entangle is going to be bad because it means we have to cast spam. Which is not ideal. Valraven's even going to escape too, which is even less ideal. And we have to do this just for HP and for barrier. Like, he's untangled now at least. Valraven will escape there. Well, one less thing we have to kill, if nothing else. Still pretty bad, obviously, because now if we don't win, we have to spend another 200 gems. That Valraven escaping could potentially cost us 200 gems if we're not careful. Wait, it's going to be a really annoying delve. That's probably the one room that could actually make us lose. This one right here. We're not going to lose this battle, but it's going to make us lose one of the upcoming battles. Because every battle after this battle has entangle every skull. I know 200 gems just flew away. Or 200 gems. Need you. So it only flew away if we don't end up getting this. If we end up dying in the stove. I think we could still avoid, hopefully. I think it's such inconsistent damage. I almost just tried mana draining him, that would have been kind of pointless there. Hey, you keep forgetting, we do Hunter's Mark based on red. I like that's useful for entangled, but still fun to get unentangled and for his boost ratio. Oh yeah, duh. We can use his bless on kill to unentangle. I completely forgot about that. That's a thing. That is a thing. Definitely a thing. Oh, what do we need here? Yeah, for now. Grab a skull. Oh, I should have taken red in that. That's fine. Take the red now. Get him entangled. Or Hunter's Marked, I mean. And... yeah, we just kill it. There we go. And the crab walk. Yeah, once you get this far, you generally don't stop. When you try for pure faction. You only really do it if you have a lot of excess gems, though. I wouldn't really advise it unless you have at least over 10,000 gems. I gotta be really careful he doesn't take any skulls. We can help it. Because any skull he takes is a an entangle on us. I believe he even does it. Actually, no, he will only do it if he does damage. One way around it too is to make sure he always stays barriered. That'll keep us safe from entangle. At least temporarily. Right there we didn't get entangled. And we're not going to get entangled here either now that we re-barriered. Right to an extra turn, nice, really lucky there. Keep him up. I can go mana drain. I don't have anything good to mana drain though. Let's pass our turn with a red. Pass our turn with another red, and that'll give us all the mana we need to get rolling again. There's Apothecary doing our thing. I'll go right into our full mana. I can actually take another skull. I think I might hold though. Take skull by exploding that. Grab that, and then we can go explode it. Oh, or not. If that happens. It just lets us have it again, so that works. I feel like I'm not really using the drainer. It's good as a backup plan, like right now. I don't feel like we're using it much. It also allows us a hunter's mark a few times. But can you guys decide to hunter's mark something else other than her? Because you're allowed to. There you go. You get to place 2 hunter's mark every time we take a red. Really weird that they both keep targeting the same one. Unless they forgot to change the targeting on it to make sure it does hit different ones. Pretty sure it can, though that'd be really weird if they forgot to adjust it so that it'll always hit the same one. Use multiple. It'd be really bad if that's how it's coded. For lack thereof. Okay, we could take that. Then we could drop the green. We've been pretty decent this time around at avoiding getting entangled, as I almost jinxed it. Oh, why couldn't you take that brown or something? Let's do that for now. It's towards the slow side, but it's not like Pure Faction's supposed to be quick. Well, we haven't lost anything yet, and that's the main thing that matters. We're probably going to be able to enter the final battle with a full team. Always good. That's the hardest part, is doing the final battle. Good. We still have managed not to ever get entangled. I don't think we've been entangled this entire battle. We're about to be. Takes 1 skull now, unless we get rebarrier. Oh, 1 more. No! Okay, we finally got entangled. We are only 1 though. Perfect timing. And dead. There we go. Kill it off with a with over 1,200 damage right there. Okay, final battle. Moment of truth. 0 sigils. All or nothing. Battle's worth 200 gems. If we lose 200 gems. If we win, then we win. We're done with factions, and we save 200 gems. Yeah, I gotta be really careful not to lose, but we're about to get entangled, which is a bad way to start. Oh, never mind. We still have barrier. Never mind. Fine. All's good. Okay, so first things first, the most important thing. This needs to get infinite stats. We need to stack that thing up to be ridiculously OP. Like, every turn has to be taking its mana, pretty much. Also make sure that we can maintain barrier. Okay, this is gonna be really annoying since he has the same mechanic. We're up against the exact same mechanic, though we do have mana drain, which we'll have before him because of enchant. That'll be our main advantage. I really need green or brown right now, though. Either our option. Hopefully this red can hunter's mark him. Oh. Seriously, why do you two keep hitting the same target? You're allowed to hit a different target. Also, do I bother targeting him? I don't believe I do, just because we're not hunter's marked right now. Because we're not hunter's mark, he can't fairy fire us. If we had any hunter's mark on our team, I probably would have disabled him. Because we didn't, I didn't. Guess we'll use that for now. Play it safe. Won't accidentally give him a skull. Oh, what do you take? What do we even need? We obviously need green and brown, but neither are available. Take that for now. Grab brown off of Sky, or try for Sky Skull, I mean. Take that. There's mark from touching him. Or we take that brown. No, that gives him skull. We have barrier right now, so I guess it doesn't matter. We just get surge off of that and then just go right into disable as long as he doesn't hit us again. Good. He does not. Don't have any skull drops, but we can still try for one. Get it. Still go and drain something. What did he even drain? Speaking of drain, I should probably drain his first slot soon. Try for a red off the Sky, didn't get it. He gets skull, but we still have a barrier. Take a brown and hope it surges. Actually, let me drain him first. If it doesn't miss. Good. What can we do with this? I guess we just take the skull. Actually, let me take the round first. Ooh, 2 skull options. Can't stop them both. Gonna try for extra turn green. Get it. Oh no, we're finally entangled. But luckily we have some casts, so I can go just cast. Try for sky yellow there. Got it. Okay, now we have mana drain. Okay, you just fairy fired our entire team. That is really bad. Oh no! Our first slot. It's almost dead. I gotta go give it a barrier just so it doesn't die. Even though we don't gain any attack buff. Oh, yeah, that's really bad. He could actually die now. And if he dies, we substantially decrease our chance of win. Doesn't mean we auto lose, but does make it closer to that. Yeah, he got unentangled. That's good, but I need mana on him. What's our safest move? I almost feel like just draining him. Problem is if we miss, he kills our first slot. How much damage is that? Yeah, he potentially kills our first slot if we miss. I don't know, what's our other option? Take a purple? Doesn't really help us any. Come on, sky green to sky skull. Either happened. Grab our browns. Come on, he almost has another cast. Well, he killed one. Good, I could take that for extra turn. So I'll give us barrier, which we desperately need so he doesn't die. I need to get him enough HP so he cannot die. Do we have a sky skull anywhere that we could try for? I guess we could try over here. We don't have any guarantee location though. I guess we try it again. Though he already has barrier, so I might just hold. We'll drain you, get our reds. That gives us one of our casts. Take our purple over. He still has barrier, that's a great sign. Probably take some green right here, just to get our drain up again. Skull him. Actually, let's take that over first, then we skull him. Get a nice big juicy skull. Please do not kill it. No! Okay, he got a kill, not the kill. Okay, that's fine. Out of everything he could have killed, that was probably the least consequential kill on our entire team. That's fine. We'll take that. Take that. I think I take the skull. How much damage is that? Not enough to kill. Yes, it is. Fairy Fire. Ah, Fairy Fire. Why do you gotta be so Fairy Fire? What do we do about that? I might just have to cast and not go for kill here. I'm gonna cast in a way that still preserves a skull. So we're gonna do this. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done it that way. Because now he just removed my barrier for free. That's a bit of a problem. He didn't kill though. It's close to death. I probably shouldn't have given him that skull. We can actually lose now if we're not careful. I need my first thought to die. I mean to live. Don't die! Don't die! Okay, good. He got his mana back. I think we're fine now. We'll take the skull. And yeah, we're pretty much fine. We'll regain barrier and then he's pretty much dead. Not all the way yet. Really close though. That skull's not enough damage, but we'll go for it just because any follow-up kills. Wow, how much damage is that? Oh, because of Fairy Fire. I was wondering why that was doing such an absurd amount of damage. It's like hitting into 200 range. But there we go! Pure Faction completed! Sleep is for the weak, don't do it. I know, just don't lose the tank. I think you do actually should go double the tank. That was really risky doing one. I think you run it the same way you run Silver Necropaws, where you just run double tank, mana generation, and then the AoE. I think you run it like the exact same you run Silver Necropaws. So instead of double AoE, you just run double tank. Just to play it a little bit safe in case you actually do lose one. Because if we lost him, we'd greatly increase our chance of losing. So that would have been way easier if we didn't have that entangle room. That one room right there that gives them guarantee entangle. All future enemies gain entangle. That makes this way harder than it needs to be. That Pure Faction would have been so much easier if we didn't have to deal with that room. Kind of weird that we got it twice in a row like that. But yeah, this room right here can completely kill that run. That's because that's how you win most of your battles. Oh, there we go. We're done with that. We have completed Pure Faction for Wild Plains. I mean, Wild Court. And we get 30 copies of the pets. There we go. We're not going to upgrade it right now, though. We don't have the food. But there we go. Where'd it go? 2,500 Wild Court. We're getting there. We almost got every faction maxed. Look at all those 2,500s. How many 2,500s do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7? Count that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Never mind. 9. Got 9. Level 2,500 factions. And we only have 5 that aren't. Sea of Sorrows, Primal Rift, Off Guardian, which I believe is our next target, Bang Moor, Dark Pits. Those are the only 5 factions in the game that we do not have at 2,500. But we're getting there. Getting close. Okay. But what does that bring our total to? Also, I didn't even really pay attention to the exact moment where it happened, but we did end up getting an extra attack this week off of that. Extra HP off of Divinian Fields, an extra attack off of 32,000 Renown. Next up, the +1 HP. Then a +1 armor. And then we get +1 magic. If I'm not mistaken, 44,000 is +1 magic. Or I believe it is, somewhere around there. But yeah, we're right around the corner of getting the +1 magic for our first time. We actually have never gotten a +1 magic from Delves, as you can see. It's not currently possible. But I believe in 2 more Delves? No, 3 more Delves. It'll technically be possible to have a +1 magic off of Delves. That's like 3 months from now. That'll be like early next year. And of course, compared to all the other magic that we'll get probably from upgrading kingdoms, it's not going to be much. But it'll be something, if nothing else. Anyways, yeah, let me go hand out a code. I never did hand out a code yet, did I? Let me go do that right now. Let's see. Also, I believe I still need to grind a little bit of PvP. I don't think I finished that out yet, oddly enough. As weird as that may seem, I don't think I'd bother doing 1.9k PvP yet. But we'll go do that next, probably. Let's see. Move that over. Redeem. Refresh. Oh, wait, that one's already used. Grab the other one. Grab that. Oh, that was... Wait, what? What codes have we been using? One's used 2. We'll go get the VR code. It just starts with VR. Coincidentally. Obviously, we're just random letters. Gems of War Virtual Reality. Watch gems fall from the sky in person. There you guys go. There's a redeem code used on gemsofwar.com with the game code section. Invite codes found in your settings menu. Give same loot as always. 200 souls, 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. It only works on PC mobile version. Also, that flash offer is useless since it's almost gone. Don't ever need to worry about it. It's a pretty useless one. And yeah, let's go check out how PvP's at. I'm pretty sure we still have a ways to go. I don't believe I did much PvP grind. Yeah, we didn't do any. Wow, our thing is so low. Let's just go quick kill some stuff. Not with that though. I don't know what team do we want to use for this. Let's use I don't want to use a web spinner rush. Is this web spinner rush? No, that's just truffle. I could use truffle too. I think I'm going to go to skull spam rush method though. I just hope we get lucky boards. And that's not one of them. Do we have alignment? No. Do we have any drops? No. Do we have anything? Doesn't look like it. Still nothing. Let's take a red for now. I hate when we get bad boards like this for this. Team that can win so ridiculously quick when it gets a proper board. Then gets boards like this, which makes it seem not worth it. Especially when we get entangled, it's already lost. I was like waiting for that rope dart just to instantly wipe us out. But yeah, I'll probably wrap up the stream soon. I do need to grind 1.9k just for the free glory keys. Might as well. I haven't been doing as much PvP lately. Oh no, he disabled our trait. How many things I can counter this thing? One of the reasons I don't use it as much these days. It works. Just annoying when it gets hard countered. Yeah, also reflect hard counters. Reflect's actually going to hard counter a lot of stuff. Next faction is probably going to be the most interesting faction they've ever added or will ever add. It's going to be... I'm not even sure if it's possible for them to top next faction. How interesting next faction is. Mountain Crusher, Apothecary, Great King, Obsidious. That'd be a lot of disable. Now I'll accept his request after. The screen is taking too long to load while on stream. I'll do it first thing after this, as well as a sort through it finally. Oh, I did that one. Should have done green. Get you dies now. Go get a Dawnbringer. Actually, it might be easier to retreat now, even though this is such an easy battle. We're in a situation where we almost need to. And that hits through barrier. Barrier still stops one instance, but only one instance. The multi-skull spam. Oh no, he actually turned off a cascade. That's not nice. Now he actually gets the kill. And he just kills himself out. That works. Yeah, Mountain Crusher teams are really, really good. We haven't gotten a single quick kill with this. I want to get at least one quick kill. Keep getting really bad starting boards. Which is pretty much this team in a nutshell. There we go. Finally, we got a good starting board. Well, not really. I don't have much follow-up after that. Unless we happen to get it. Oh, and it got stunned again. Can we stop getting stunned? So many Titans. I think we're gonna go try the other skull spam method after this. Try the raft method. If we're gonna have high lose rate, we might as well use the other high lose rate team. Go use the raft team. Do I not have one saved? Do I really not have a raft team saved these days? I don't think I do. How many instances of key team do I have saved? Gosh. But anyways, let me go test, or not test, but use, Raf. Any Doom weapon. Skyla. And, Possess King. And I'll roll it with, what color are we still missing? I will do red Doom weapon. And I'll set the banner too. What's your convert? Convert out blue, that's fine. And we'll switch to, actually, what we're using is already kind of correct. I'll stick with this. Oops, not with War Priest, though. That class needs to change. There we go. Okay. Go change this to, I guess this Titan. Actually, what do we still have not leveled that would work well here? Probably nothing. Does Goracle gain explosion at huh. No, it doesn't. At 70? It does not. Stormcaller does. That's the main thing we need to use, is the explosion. What else do we have here? Your life. Cleanse. Yellow magic. Fairy fire. Extra life. Okay, that should be fine. An explosion. Actually, you know what? Let's give it 2 extra attack. Manage team, or not manage, class. Give it 2 attack on yellow. That would actually benefit it here. Yeah, let's see what we could do with that. And it was go crazy from there. Oh, it did not surge. That's not gonna matter up against fire bombs. There we go. Yeah, we were getting really unlucky with the web spinner all of a sudden. The team's normally not that bad. Like, it's not one of the best. Kind of a gimmicky team. But that was doing absurdly bad. So it's going to be fun to mess around with what kind of high-level teams we could run for Explore. Explore is going to kind of be like really high-level Explore is basically like really deep delves. But the biggest difference is you're not restricted to anything. You can use whatever you want. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see what teams kind of come out of that. Because it's basically going to be like, indirectly like delves, but without restriction. Because the highest level 1, I believe, goes to level 250. I mean, not just 250, but unlike delves, level 250 with no bonuses. Because obviously you won't have potions, you won't have delve bonus. So even though their stats might technically be lower than level 500 delves, it's still going to be relatively high because you're not getting any bonus stats. Other than the normal bonus stats from kingdoms and stuff like that, and the new medals. But those work everywhere, not just in picking mode. The only place they don't work is Arena. Yeah, does anyone else have any other questions or anything else I missed? Oh yeah, honors. Let me go ahead and hand out honors. I forgot. We never did hand out honors. Sure, we'll do it based on first 5 people that say hello in global. Global chat 1, PC mobile version. Go. Wow, Bill Warhammer, you are always so quick on that, gosh. But yeah, first 5 people. I'll give a high 5 to all of you. First 5, go. Global chat 1, PC mobile version. Let's... Okay. Why is it not loading? Supplement, you crashed our game. Your profile crashed our game. Well, it didn't crash. I'm not sure why it's loading like this. Rip. Rip. Seriously, why on earth is your profile taking so long to load? Let's... There you guys go. We have handed out our honors. Thanks, everyone. I'll say hello to everyone's chat. Hello, everyone. There you go. I like how I still use those instead of using actual emojis. I know, we still need a lot more emojis. And flying money. Wait, when did we get the money? The flying money? I don't ever remember getting the flying money. Anyways. What are those beetles? Are those even beetles? Oh, those are tongues. I was gonna say, what on earth are those? What is the second worst hero class? Second worst? That's a really specific question. Probably Knight hero class. It's either worst or second worst. Knight's definitely pretty far down there. I'm not sure what the second worst would be. Knight's probably the absolute worst. Second worst is a hard pick. Just because there's a lot of hero classes that aren't completely useless. Like, Knight is one of those hero classes that under every single circumstance is the worst hero class in the game. But there's quite a few hero classes where even though they're bad, they're still situationally good. Like Sorcerer hero class. Sorcerer hero class could theoretically be the second worst. However, there's some instances earlier on in the game where it's not too bad. Yeah, I said Sorcerer would probably be the second worst in the current state of the game anyways. In the past, I would have said it was one of the best, if not the best. In the current state of the game, it is far from that. Yeah, does anyone else have any other questions? Otherwise, we'll probably wrap up in another battle or so. And we'll be back tomorrow. Same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 hours prior to now tomorrow. And, yeah. We'll be just messing around with the new event, Tower of Doom, a bunch. And, tomorrow night, Salty will be streaming, next patch. And that means the next patch is very soon. It could even be tomorrow for all we know, later tomorrow. It's very unlikely that's going to be later tomorrow. But it's not impossible. Possible, but not probable. But for all we know, next patch could be tomorrow. So it's definitely by the end of the month. No official day has been given. But it could be tomorrow. Assuming it went through on all the platforms and everything. I really hope it is tomorrow, or if nothing else, at least next week. Because I won't be able to play it much while I'm gone for those 2 weeks. I would love to stream it some before I go. So if it releases on Monday or Tuesday this week, that would be absolutely perfect. I'm not sure if they will. We'll find out soon. But yeah, all this stuff I haven't said about next patch will be known tomorrow. I'll be going over it on Tuesday, not tomorrow night though. Because they go over it after my stream. So I won't be able to go over it on the stream. Because it's happening right after. I'll be able to go over it all on Tuesday. Assuming the patch isn't out by then. Because it might be out by then. Hopefully. Hey, an epic ingot. I definitely need those, that's for sure. They come in at such a ridiculously slow rate. What is the best Doom weapon? All 6 of the converting ones. Of those 6, my personal favorite's probably purple, as far as overall effects. So how useful each one is really just depends on the team composition that they're used with. But I'd probably say purple overall, from an actual weapon perspective. Not from a team synergy perspective, but as far as what the weapon actually does as side effects. The purple one's probably the best. Though which one is the absolute best based on team composition, I'm not actually sure. Just because the meta is always evolving, and you're always going to have more and more options constantly to use with it. But based on just purely what their effects are, I believe purple and green are the best. Green because it has Storm into itself, and purple because it has, if I'm not mistaken, Doomstorm attached to it. Or Skullstorm, which is really powerful given that it creates a bunch of Doom Skulls. I think it was Skullstorm actually, not Doomstorm. But it creates a bunch of Doom Skulls. Which technically is even better if it is Skullstorm. Because while it's less damage, it does create more skulls onto the board, which means higher chance. More things to take after the fact. What is the best farming? Nerfed with loot or same? Oh, fast farming. Fast farming is quicker next patch. It's quicker than, it's basically like challenges. What challenges used to be. You can fight them as, you can fight the new Explorer as weak as level 10. And level 10 Explorer is basically the equivalent of what challenges used to be. If anything, it's actually weaker than what challenges used to be. So, yeah, it's going to be really easy. You should easily be able to 2 to 3 cast Dragon Soul it. So you'll be able to soul farm just the same rate that you were able to get, while also progressing on the new resources that are being added to the game. So, plus you'll be getting more gold than you normally would. Because even if you just compare it 1-to-1 to the previous challenges, even if it takes you the exact same amount of time, you'll be getting those shards for occasional tokens, but you'll also be getting more gold. Because before, if you were doing challenges, you were only getting like 20, 30 gold per battle. In this new format, you'll be getting what you get from Explore now, which is around 500 to 600 gold per battle, just from farming souls. So it's going to substantially increase the gold rate while you're farming souls, while also keep putting the soul rate back to what it was prior to this patch. Because this patch ends up nerfing souls by about 10 to 20k per hour, but that'll be put back to normal starting next patch. It'll basically be the exact same thing as before, just in a slightly different format and with more variety rather than the same team every time. But, yeah, next patch will be a nice buff to souls, which is good because there's a bunch of soul sinks. It's not really a buff, though. It's basically just reverting it back to what the quick wait rate used to be. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. Yes, definitely craft Varish Ra. Oh, yeah, thanks for reminding me. Or reminding everyone else, I guess. Don't forget, if you do have enough diamonds for it, it is highly advised to get Varish Ra. You're going to need a lot of souls next patch. Like an absurdly high amount of souls. And Varish Ra will help you with that. He has the high soul gain in the entire game at 150%. Not only is it 150%, but it stacks with those 50% necromancies. And if you happen to get multiple copies of him, he stacks with himself. Though you generally don't need more than 2. But he does stack with himself. 2 of them on your team is 300% extra souls. So, yeah, get yourself Varish Ra if you don't already have one. Or get yourself a second one if you only have one. Because you probably want to have 2 Varish Ras for next patch. You're going to need a lot of souls. If you think you have enough souls, the answer is no. You will need more souls than you think you need. I forget if it's a flat 10,000, but you need 30,000 souls per troop next patch. So if we go do some quick calculations, there are... This is like the absolute minimum that you need. I forget if it was higher than this, but 737 times 30,000. Next patch, you will need at minimum 22,110,000 more souls than you have now, which means even I don't have enough souls. I would need to triple my soul stack to have enough. Well, a little bit less than triple. But I only have about 1/3 the total number of souls I need to max out everything next patch. However, you won't be able to do these immediately. Even though that seems like a lot of souls on paper, 22,110,000, it's not as much given that it comes in slowly over time. It's not like you'll instantly be having to throw down 22 million. It'll come in slowly by getting medals. Similar to how kingdoms upgrade slowly over time, where you need these deeds in order to throw them down. It might seem expensive that every single kingdom needs like, what, 500,000 gold to get to the next little level section. However, you're not throwing down all that gold immediately, like that 570,000 gold. You're, it's only happening over time. And that's the same way that the medals and everything are. While every single troop's going to be requiring like 30,000 souls or so, it's not like you're immediately going to be able to throw that down on every single one. You need to throw the tokens, then you get badges, then you get medals, and then you use those badges and medals on troops, and then you get them to higher rarity. But that's a whole process that requires you to not be able to just infinitely throw down your souls on it. So while you do require 22 million souls, you're not immediately going to need all 22 of those million souls. Just eventually you'll need them. Though over the next year, you probably do want to grind like millions upon millions of souls. But there'll be a much funner way to do it within a new game mode, if nothing else. The soul farming teams. Do you need more than 4 mythics? For what? Do you mean of Varish Ra? You never really need more of 2 of a Varish Ra. And if you mean just in general, no, you generally don't need more than 1 of any mythic. And having more or 4 of any troop doesn't really matter. Like, particularly with mythics, since you can't ascend them. Obviously, for the other ones, you need them for ascension. But for mythics, you obviously don't need any ascension because they're already mythic. Any other questions? But yeah, the total amount of souls you're going to start needing as of next patch, the total across everything is probably like 30 million. If not closer to 35 million or 40 million. But just the extra amount of soul cost being added is basically being more than doubled next patch. Because it's going to require over 22 million. Yeah, I will be covering which ones to level up first, most likely. Doing a video going over the best troops to level up first. And ideally grinding them out initially, too. It's basically just going to be the better troops in the game, obviously. but you do want to prioritize which ones you upgrade. However, you do want to throw some lower rarity ones in there too, because badges, the way that they work is they give an amount of EXP based on the rarity of the troop. So for example, if you want to upgrade a rare, you're not going to want to use like mythic or legendary badges. You're going to want to use rares or possibly commons, but rare. Basically, using badges that are the same rarity of the thing you're trying to level is the most ideal way of leveling something. You don't have to do it that way. However, realistically, that is the best way of doing it. So if you want to upgrade an epic, you'd want to use epic badges and medals on it. If you want to upgrade a legend, you use legendary ones on it. If you want to upgrade a common, use common ones. Rares, ultra, so on and so forth. You don't have to do it that way. However, once you see that exactly what the new format is, you'll kind of understand why you'd want to do it that way. But I'll explain it more once, you know, it gets released. Once we have more info on it that I actually can share. Yeah, after next Tuesday, we'll be able to, or, you know, this Tuesday, 2 days from now, I'll be able to say a lot about next patch. Who knows, it might even be out by then, hopefully. Hopefully. Fingers crossed that it gets released in the next 2 days. But anyways, guys, I'll be catching all of you guys later. I'm going to be heading to bed. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. We'll be back tomorrow to go cover the event video and do our normal nightly stream. And don't forget, these are our last several days of streaming, and then we won't be around for about 2 weeks or so. I'll still be having some video content going up during that time. I haven't been able to pre-record as much as I wanted. Actually, I haven't really gotten around to doing much yet in that regard. It's because I've been so busy with other stuff I've been trying to get done before I'm off for a couple weeks. But yeah, we are going to be out for like the whole middle of October. Leaving, Friday will be the last day we do anything. And then won't be back until like the 28th or so. So pretty much like right when Halloween hits. Right around that time. But anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. Catch you all later. Leave a like if you enjoyed the stream. And yeah, 4.6. Very, 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 very soon, TM. There we go. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you all later. Goodbye, everyone.